So this is something that's very disturbing if this is actually true. We've got some reports in regarding the great legendary Phil Collins. You know him for his solo work and, of course, his work with his band Genesis. And Phil Collins has written some of the greatest pop songs, some of the greatest pop rock songs in history, in my opinion, and he's having a really hard time right now. Phil Collins, obviously, he had a stroke a few years ago. He's still been performing. He's been recovering from that. And, I feel really bad for him. I want to see, how old is Phil Collins at this point? He is 69 years old. And so he has been involved in what seems like a very toxic relationship with someone named Orianne Seavey. He's been married to her since about 2006. No, he married her in 1994, and they went on to have 2 children, and then they divorced in 2006, and then got back together a decade later. And so he ended up being broken up with her via text. Apparently, she secretly married a guy while they were still together, and she had been leaving and going and getting with this new husband. He's 31 years old. And so Phil Collins is like, yo, you need to get out of my house. I'm done with you finally. And he's an older gentleman. It's a very sad thing for someone his age to go through. And so he's kicking her out of the house, and, they're going on with that. So I read that. I normally wouldn't talk about this, but apparently she has returned to this house. This is a $36 million property, $33 million. And her new husband, and 4 armed guards are now apparently taking over this property where Phil Collins lived, and he can't go there. Now, naturally, Phil Collins probably can go to another property or something like that, but she's taken over this home, and she's got her new husband there, and the entire thing is a very sad mess. I'm sure he's got a lot of personal property there, and it's just really sad. So you've got this report from the AV Club. It says Phil Collins' ex-wife has allegedly commandeered his Miami mansion with armed guards. Phil Collins, it says, according to the Miami-Dade County Court documents shared by the Miami Herald, the rocker's ex-wife has commandeered his $33 million South Florida mansion with the help of her new husband, a 31-year-old musician, and a crew of 4 armed guards. According to the Herald, she and her makeshift army changed the security codes for the alarms, blocked surveillance cameras, and barred real estate agents from showing the house. Apparently, he's trying to offload the property. Again, they married in 1994, and now it says she's threatening to release private information about Collins. I mean, if this is true, it doesn't get any lower than this unless he pays her a preposterous amount of money based on an oral agreement that doesn't exist. Let's see what the Herald said. It says Orianne apparently broke up with Collins via text back in August and then went off and got hitched to her musician boyfriend in Vegas. And they're over, apparently, and she still wants to live in his house with her new husband. How does that even work? So they went through a divorce, and Phil Collins has already given her $46 million. That's not enough. She wants this $33 million home, too. It's disgusting if this is true. This is just terrible. Man, this is bad. So she's in the house with her much younger husband, this 31-year-old local musician, and she has a fully bought and paid for $1 million pad in Vegas, and that's where she got hitched with this guy over the summer, Thomas Bates, apparently. Really, really sad. Really, really sad. It says that she is threatening to release private info unless he gives her all of this money. And I feel so terrible for Phil Collins. I mean, everybody who's known Phil Collins over the years, he seems like an incredibly nice guy, a musical virtuoso, has written some of the greatest music ever, and this is how he's being treated by somebody who claimed to have loved him. It's one thing to end the relationship. That's totally fine. It's another thing to go and just take everything this guy has once, 46 mil, and now you're going and you're taking the 33 million pad. Think about all the work that Phil Collins has done in his life, and it could essentially go away forever, all because of a bad relationship. This is really terrible. I can't think of anything that Phil Collins would have done to make him deserve to basically be forced out of his house, have the house taken over by armed guards. How that's even legal, I don't know, because she's already married to a new husband. How does that even work? I don't know, guys, but let me know what you think in the comments. To me, this is very sad that this has happened to Phil, and I wish him all the best. I hope that somebody's there. I hope that his family is there for him, and somebody's advocating for this guy, because, you know, it's almost like he's 69 years old. It's almost like elder abuse. I mean, you know, I don't know. These are not allegations I'm making. It just seems really shitty for somebody to be doing something like this, guys. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, of course, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking news and updates. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.